Howdy, 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 my beautiful Taurus. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot reading for January 2022, Taurus, alright? So if you find some cards that resonate with you in this tarot reading today, let me know in the comments below which cards resonate and how, because that's how I keep up with you, Taurus, is through the comments, as well as if you enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, darling. Taurus, I would appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it helps me out more than you ever possibly could know, darling Taurus. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, Taurus, to get the full spectrum of what's going on for your life in specific, darling, as well. Be looking for the code word that's going to be popping up somewhere in this video, Taurus, that you write in the comments. Girl, in the comments below. I bit my cheek there. To be entered into a chance to win a free tarot reading by me, Taurus, alright? So let's get into your tarot reading this week, honey, alright? Taurus, let's see where the vibes are at, what's going down for you this week, Taurus, alright? Let's see what's happening, darling. I already have the cards coming out, honey. So we have the Two of Wands coming in here for you, Taurus. All right, I like this energy. Y'all are making some long-term plans. Y'all are looking at the future, seeing what the future is going to be providing, Taurus. And then we have the Libra energy coming in here, Taurus. We have the Justice energy stepping forward, darling. All right. With that Justice energy, you know, I'm seeing a pattern here with twos as well. I'm noticing. Let's do your third card here. We also have the King of Swords, air energy as well, Taurus. So I feel you guys are in your head right now this week. There feels like a lot of planning for you, Taurus. A lot of planning, a lot of just trying to figure out how to like make things right, how to bring a lot more balance into your life, Taurus, I hear. As well, I'm getting this impression for you guys as well, Taurus, is like, it's almost as if like you're trying to figure out how to like go about handling an energy, handling an objective, right? For many of you guys, I get the sensation of where it's just like, because of how in your head you are currently, Taurus, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like trying to figure out how to handle a certain situation with a person in specific, whether it's platonic, romantic, family, and all that, so darling, right? You fill in the blanks there, Taurus. I feel like there's just like this sense of where, how do you continue moving forward while still giving respect and honoring your own energy, Taurus, is what I feel. Back of the deck energy is the Five of Pentacles coming in as well, darling. All right, did I even show you guys the cards individually? I don't think I did, Taurus, so give me a moment while I talk about each one here. So you look at the Two of Wands here in specific, Taurus, right? The Two of Wands, you look at this individual and they are holding a globe technically, and then they are just like making plans, right? They're figuring out like what their next big move is, Taurus. So it really feels as if this is, especially in regards to a person, it's like you're in this place of being like, all right, like, do I want this person in my life for a long time, right? Will they actually provide something of betterment for your own personal life, right? Especially with this Justice card here. It's this sense of where I feel like the emphasis here is making sure that you are done right this time around, Taurus, is what I feel. Because with this King of Swords energy here, you have like a much more clear state of mind, I feel, than what was happening beforehand. I feel like the problem prior, Taurus, was with this Five of Pentacles energy where excuse me, where you kind of, there is just this sense of an imbalance, right? So if this is about our job, for example, like, you want to make this job work because it pays your bills, honey, but at the same time, it was really draining of your essence, draining of your soul, darling. If you're trying to make it work with a person, there's still this element, Taurus, where you're giving more to the situation and you weren't receiving enough back, right? I don't get the sense of something too malevolent here, so I don't know if this is something directly trying to impact you, if it's about a poor person, Taurus, but yeah, there's a lot of questions for you right now, Taurus. A lot of just trying to figure out, like, where do you go from here? What do you do to, like, not only benefit this other situation, but also making sure that you are done right as well? Clarifying this row is Seven of Cups. I mean, naturally, Taurus, right? A lot of different choices. Things are not as black and white as some people might see things as, Taurus. I really feel as if this is going to be a week of where it's like, because of the magnitude of what I feel with this Two of Wands, Taurus, it's this sense of where it's like, just really big changes, almost for some of you guys. I just heard like some of you guys are deciding on whether or not you want to commit to a certain person to a deeper level. Taurus is the thing that I'm hearing, which is like, that is the case. Congratulations, darling, right? It's very much so like a question of, do you want this for the rest of your life or not? So let's continue on, Taurus. You know, I see a lot of questions for you guys, and there's no clear answer, right? Five of Cups energy, which is under your Two of Wands, Taurus. Okay, darling. So there is this situation that I don't know if it has directly anything to do with this person or this other energy or not, Taurus. But there is this sense of where it's like something that is grabbing at your attention, that makes this decision really complicated for you, right? Let's continue on. We have the Eight of Swords, and that's I was right in this regard. It's almost like something with your own self-image, Taurus, here, and this is the heart of the energy under your Justice energy as well. Very interesting, Taurus. Let's do your last one here. And then the Strength card coming in under your King of Swords here, darling. Back of the deck energy is the Five of Wands. Interesting that you got the Five of Pentacles as a clarifier in the back of the deck before, and now you have Five of Pentacles and now the Five of Wands here, which is a card of conflict, Taurus, and just really competing goals and just a lot of complications, it feels, Taurus. Now, I feel as if for you guys, Taurus, where you guys are heading into, it's like the biggest thing that you have to overcome is just your own, just really like your own self-image, I feel, Taurus. It's this sense of where you have to, you know, this really reminds me of someone that is trying to figure out how to establish boundaries. And the way to establish boundaries is like the better value that you see in yourself and how you're seeing yourself, Taurus, the better your boundaries are going to be here. And with this Five of Cups here and this Eight of Swords, I keep on biting my cheek because my wisdom teeth are coming in here. The dynamic with that is, Taurus, I feel like you guys need to be a lot kinder to yourself. You guys are like able to list like all these things about what you think is wrong with you and what you need to be improving on. When in reality, Taurus, it's like obviously you're always going to be able to like make a whole bullet point list, darling, of the things that you want to be improving on. But from the outside, Taurus, people aren't seeing that with you. Taurus, people are seeing you as a strong individual who is able to overcome a lot of different obstacles. I feel as if there's like this sense of like pressure that you have, Taurus, that you feel like you have to uphold a certain type of image to to let people know that you are not struggling, Taurus. But here's the thing, Taurus, like there is this glaring insecurity that I feel like, this underlying security that's very obvious to me here, Taurus, that I really want you guys to be overcoming here. Because Ace of Wands coming in, or not the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, darling, my apologies, Taurus. The Ace of Swords coming in here with then the Fool energy coming in here. Here's the thing, if you guys need to, Taurus, and you guys need to wrap this up, darling, about how you're seeing yourself as, and be willing to acknowledge your own strengths, Taurus, acknowledge your own strengths and acknowledge like just how good you are, because I see really strong opportunities coming in for you, Taurus. A lot of you guys already have these grand ideas, which probably has to deal with that Two of Wands that we were talking about beforehand. Like this idea that you're fumbling around within your brain about what decision to make and what one's the right one and all that, especially with that Seven of Cups amplifies here. Like, it's a really good idea. It's something that you should be leaning into much deeper, because with that Full energy, darling, right? It's that taking a leap of faith, darling, right? You know, it's going into a new chapter. That's why the Full energy is associated with the number 0, Taurus. Like, you guys really have this ample opportunity to really change your story, change like things up in your life in a way that you probably couldn't have been able to do beforehand. But here's the thing, Taurus, it's almost like you're treating something from your past as your reality for the now with that Five of Cups here. It's like you can't get past some situations that happened to you in your past, some things that people have said perhaps, or whatever it is that's keeping you contained, right? It's that sense of where it's like you're learning how to ride a bike, Taurus. And the first time you tried to ride a bike, you just did nothing but keep on falling and falling and falling and falling. And that's the natural order of things, Taurus, right? That's how we learn, that's how we progress, right? But then you wake up the next day and you don't want to try to get on that bike and learn anymore, because it's like you're referencing how much you fell in the past, the day prior, on that bike. right? So replace bike for whatever it is, Taurus, but you guys have to be a lot kinder to yourself. A lot of you guys, I feel like, Taurus, are not valuing yourself at the level that I feel like you should be valuing yourself in the now because of what you were in the past, darling, right? And the thing about the past is maybe you're worth a certain point, maybe you think you were worth a certain value at one point in the past, but darling, inflation has happened, honey. So you want to raise the bar for yourself, Taurus. Acknowledge yourself, give yourself more credit. I don't know what's happened in your life, Taurus, that I don't know. Maybe it's like someone in like a past friendship or family member that really has taken a blow at your own self-image, or maybe just because you just consistently have fallen off that bike and has nothing to do with outside energies and just internally, Taurus. But it's like you guys need to let this go, because it's like if you guys were to let this go and to really just take action and to really honor these ideas that you are having with this Ace of Swords, Taurus, like so many possibilities would be lining up for you, Taurus. I really feel that for you, darling, all right? So let's get into your third and final row here, Taurus. Let's see what else is going on for you, darling. What's coming to you, darling? All right, Taurus. We're going to do a bridge shuffle real quick, and then we'll be pulling the cards after. So we have the Four of Swords coming in here, Taurus. I'm not surprised by this card whatsoever, darling. All right. The Four of Swords is under your Two of Wands and Five of Cups coming in here. So this is what I was quite literally talking about. The Four of Swords is that card of healing, being able to just sit with yourself, meditate, and to really just reflect on your life, Taurus, and be like, oh yeah, like appreciate the journey that you have gone on, and not just the successes you've had, if you're even able to acknowledge the successes you've had, Taurus. All right, that's another call out for some of you honeys, but also the failures, also the struggles, Taurus. You know, we live in such a culture now, and something I deal with all the time, darling Taurus, where it's like, you know, I make it a point to always just be unapologetically vulnerable and to document the human journey that we all are going through, the highs and the lows and everything that I'm feeling internally and externally, Taurus. And like a lot of people will try to poo-poo me for that, right? They see me as someone that's weaker, Taurus. But the thing about it is, it's like, it's important to acknowledge your downfalls. It's important to acknowledge the struggles and to be able to, it takes real strength, Taurus, to really celebrate where you had your downfalls and to own them and not try to hide behind like a facade of where it's like pretending of this sense of like grandiosity, Taurus. For you guys, Taurus, you guys need to celebrate yourself more. You know, stop being so critical on yourself for your downfalls or where your struggles are at, whatever the story is, and treat yourself in the now. You know, because I see this kind of toxic pattern for you, Taurus, where it's like if you continue treating what happened in the past, what was said to you in the past, as your reality in the now, I see this constant toxic pattern where you're not allowing yourself to really grow and develop deep further, Taurus, because of that, all right? You have the Three of Swords here under the Justice and Eight of Swords energy. This is what I was sensing. This is you falling on that bike, Taurus. This is the downfalls that I was talking about. So I don't even need to go into too much detail with that, right? You get the point. There's something that you guys need to just forgive yourself on and be like, all right, this disappointment happened, this pain happened, darling, but you're looking into the future. And so honor what it is that you, again, really honor this Ace of Swords energy that you have going on, because when it's paired with that full energy, darling, like it doesn't really get better than that. You have the Tower energy here under your King of Swords, as well as your Strength energy here. This is the cycle that you need to be breaking, Taurus, and I feel so passionately about for you guys to actually practice forgiveness, just even with just yourself, darling Taurus, and to really treat yourself of how you would want a friend to treat you, all right, or how you would treat your friendships and your loved ones. Like if you treated yourself in the way that you treated your loved ones, Taurus, like your story would be so different, honey. All right, your story would be so different. Back of the deck energy for this third row is the Queen of Swords here. So we pulled the King of Swords, and then we are pulling the Queen of Swords now. Some of you guys, Taurus, may feel as if you're not worthy of this new connection or harboring new connections coming in. Just because, again, something from the past here. But again, you can't be this Queen of Swords energy in the sense of keeping everyone at bay just because of your own self-image. Now, the Queen of Swords, like, she's a beautiful energy when it's balanced properly, right? I'm usually pretty critical of the Queen of Swords just because of that. The Queen of Swords, she is all about setting those solid boundaries, cutting off things that are no longer serving to her. But when you're coming at it from an imbalanced place, or coming at it from a place of where you feel like there's something wrong with you, and that you, so you're at this point of where it's like denying energies, denying opportunities, and all that, because you're just like, oh no, like it's like you're telling people for them, where it's just like, oh, you don't want me because I'm not worthy enough for you. It's like it doesn't make sense towards. It's like, no, darling, if these people are coming towards you, if these opportunities are coming forward to you, presenting themselves to you, if these ideas are coming into your own thoughtscape, darling, honor them. There's a reason for that. You are worthy of this. Like, you are worthy enough, Taurus. That's really what I want you guys to get out of this tarot reading today, is that you are worthy enough for whatever it is that you're wanting to do, Taurus. Now, I don't care what it is, whether it's you pursuing a new connection here, or whether it's you pursuing this idea, in terms of a business, in terms of whatever. It doesn't have to be about anything. Just acknowledge that you are worthy enough for this, Taurus, right? You have the Emperor energy stepping forward as well for you, darling. All right, clarifying this row. Very impactful card here, Taurus. Very impactful, because with this Emperor energy here, that's the Emperor doesn't care. The Emperor energy is like that sense of where it's like, what is that one phrase where it's just like the lion doesn't care for the opinion of sheep, right? Or there's something in that narrative. Maybe I mixed up the animals, but you get the point, where it's just like, you are in your power. The emperor doesn't care about other people's opinions. The emperor does what the emperor pleases, darling. All right. The emperor doesn't look to other people to tell the emperor what they are worthy of, or what their value is, because that's not for them to decide. That's for the emperor to be deciding, right? And the emperor is always challenging even their own perspective of like what they are worth. Seven of Wands coming in here. So I do feel so passionately towards, where it's like, as you guys continue to uh I will just say, fix your image of yourself and to really own that Emperor energy here. I feel like you're going to be garnering attention from a lot of different avenues. I feel like you're going to be having a lot of different opportunities setting themselves up for you as well. So really, again, I don't know what this Ace of Swords is capitalizing on for you, but there is some type of idea that you need to give more respect to, all right? And then the devil energy here coming in here for you, Taurus, all right? And so really, this is what you need to be overcoming. You need to take care of this devil. Now, is this devil just internally of your own mindset? Is this a habit that you need to overcome, Taurus? Because some of you guys, maybe your goal is in this new year, Taurus, is to be at your best physical health. But there's a level of where you don't feel like you are worthy of that, or that's not part of your story, or is this something externally? Is this, what is this devil in your life, Taurus? Let me know what it is in the comments below. Like, once you address that devil, once you look at that devil in the face as the emperor, darling, and you're just like, you are not controlling me, you do not get to tell me what is and isn't good for me anymore, all right? Then this devil is no longer going to be sabotaging anything that tries to come forward to you, right? Because it's almost like from that devil from the past that even interrupts towards any type of new connection coming in, or new opportunities coming in, because it's like you're referencing this devil, being like, you're treating what this devil is in your life, and treating that as the reality for everything, and influencing everything that is in your now and in your future, Taurus. All right, so I can't stress that enough for you, darlings. But that is the weekly tarot reading that I have for you this week, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this tarot reading today. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. If you want to book a private personal reading with me, Taurus, my website is linked down below, SimplyVelca.com. Be looking for the code word somewhere in this video, darling, to put in the comments below, as well as be sure to follow my social medias. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, darling, are all just Simply Velca, same as this YouTube channel. All right, Taurus, so I love you so much. Just know you are worthy enough, Taurus, and I'll be connecting with you sometime in the near future. Bye, darling.